truly was born out of betrayal. Nice and cigar.
Shot right there. Talk about the reign of Tatum Paxton, but we forget that one major factor, the color. Oh! You forget about that. You really don't want to speak on how much the color was a huge part of taking Tatum to that fight. Come on, man.
Well, Paxi charging right back in this time, though.
Oh, baby.
Gets caught. And look at the face of Izzy Dame, who just rips Tatum Paxi right into that top rope and then follows up with a massive forearm.
Okay, let me know, chat, if everything sounds good, because for whatever reason I had to restart the stream and restart like my PC for whatever reason or another. It was just lagging, and I didn't want it to continue lagging the entire stream. So hopefully I was able to get it fixed, and everything like that. But yeah, hopefully we're good.
Wherever you're watching around the world, this is New Year's Evil. This is the first NXT of 2026. The night was supposed to begin with the Women's North American Championship being defended until Blake Monroe attacked the champion, Thea Hale. Blake Monroe has since been sent out of the building, and Izzy Dame just sent her former partner, her former friend, spine first where the steel meets wood.
Why did you say friends?
They were friends.
I mean, partners.
Into the cover, hook of the leg for Izzy. Kick out.
Partners is fine, but friends, I don't think they were ever friends. I don't think anybody, in the culling actually are really friends, man. Come on.
He said nobody in the culling's actually really friends.
I think Tatum thought they were friends. And you're going to tell me that was her downfall, aren't you?
Tatum Paxton, she's naive. You know what I mean? She'll fall for what we call in the hood, the old okey doke in her heart. You can't do that in this business. I mean, I'm looking at this match right here. Two different.
Why is it? I don't know. My PC is weird today for whatever reason.
It's not about revenge or anything like that. It's not about getting one up or anything like that. It's about going out here and taking care of business. Putting the past behind it. That's what this is all about, man.
I suppose to your point at NXT Deadline, it was Izzy who defeated Tatum Paxley, and so does that help.
It should have been over. It should have been over. Right?
It's not over until it's over. That's what Tatum said.
Ouch.
When Tatum says it's over.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Into the cover, hook of the leg to make it 2 in a row over Tatum and a kick out. Does that help Izzy's confidence level here tonight, knowing she's already defeated someone like Tatum?
Of course. I mean, Izzy Dame right now, she's on the come up. And everybody right now, everybody see what's happening around here. Everybody trying to move up to the main roster, Raw and SmackDown. People get called up here and there. So my thing is this, Izzy Dame, she knows the end game. I don't know about Tatum Paxton. I don't know if she knows anything. I don't know if she knows what she is right now in the middle of this ring. But right now.
So before I left, they were doing something to where I guess they replaced the first match because pretty much what happened with Blake Monroe and Thea. So I guess with that being said, they're probably gonna make that match still happen. That match still gonna happen, right? Because that match still gotta happen. One way or another, that match is happening. King Obo will destroy Leon. I honestly do feel like, I don't know, I feel like it might be back and forth just because knowing Leon, he's very crafty in the ring. And I feel like he's one of those guys that I feel like that really can mesh well. I feel like their styles can honestly mesh well, putting them in the ring together, I feel like. But I do feel like Obo could retain. But I also feel like at the same time we could see maybe a shock win and having Leon win it. Because I just feel like we've been seeing this whole TNA and NXT merger, right? Where it seems like a lot of the people from NXT has been beating a lot of people in TNA and taking their titles. So I feel like it's long overdue for somebody in TNA to take one of the NXT titles. So I feel like, why not?
Tatum won the gold because of one person. Oh, baby. No, think about it. How long
But what do y'all think about the main event? Because I think that's gonna be main eventing tonight.
I say this. Who put this thing together, huh? Who put this thing together, huh? Right there. Izzy Dame.
I'd have to credit Izzy Dame for that. And
Thank
he
you.
believes Tatum
Thank you very much.
didn't listen to the guidance. Tatum wanted to
Not just that. Not just that. Sean,
There's no way they put the title on a TNA guy. I mean, yeah, but like we've been seeing a lot of the TNA guys be beaten by NXT guys. NXT has been taking all like the TNA titles. We've seen it with JC Jane. We've been seeing it recently with Stacks. You know what I mean? So I feel like we're at the point where it's like we need to see a TNA person beat like one of the NXT people. And I'm not saying it's got to be like a long reign or anything, but I feel like at some point you're gonna call Oba up to the main roster. They've been doing all these vignettes, so I feel like it's got to lead to something. He's got to be doing something.
opportunities. Izzy didn't like that, and she didn't like that insecurity that just connected right to the temple, and it's now Tatum back in control.
It's about keeping that title around your waist, checks and championships. I talk about it all the time, Vic. All the time. Tatum is just the head. That's why she's walking around right now.
Timeless because Izzy Dame cost her the championship. We can talk about that on a different day because Paxley was fueled with desire, revenge, redemption, all the way. High risk lateral.
But I do think in this match, we got to see Tatum win because Izzy Dame won the last one. So if that's the case, I feel like there might stretch it to like one more match. If I don't know what the PLE schedule is for like NXT.
Look, we haven't seen Tatum Paxley pull things out like that too many times in the past, and I just talked about the desire of revenge and redemption and being fueled by that. Could those feelings be Tatum's downfall?
You're definitely right about that. Sometimes you emotional in a matchup like this, a night like this, under these bright lights. I wonder if she could just keep it all together, Vic.
Izzy Dame slapping, Tatum answering right back. Tatum now, some unique offense, face first off the knee. Goes Izzy, tries to back in, Dame goes down. Tatum Paxley right now starting to roll, starting to feel it in this matchup. Goes up, goes under, another solid kick, followed up with a snap German suplex.
Beautiful German there by Tatum. And right now, she's on the move. They got caught. Laying right into it. Laying right into it right now. If Izzy can capitalize.
Look at Izzy. Izzy right on top of Tatum Paxley. And you know she's PO'd as well.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about emotions are boiling out of the body of Izzy Dame. Dame right now. Little gut wrench sit down.
Good night.
Smile. Covering Tatum. Just getting that right shoulder up.
Dude, when I tell you my allergies has been getting the best of me lately, it's been getting the best of me.
Sit up there by Izzy Dame.
Talk about Izzy Dame in the past, the former Eastern Michigan volleyball standout.
Do y'all think if they were to put like somebody like an Izzy Dame on the main roster, do you think she would thrive, honestly?
Izzy though, able to counter. Almost like a
Or do you guys think she would be like a flop?
question and then a big clothesline taking down Tatum. Izzy back up. Izzy back in control. And Izzy one more time. Up and over.
Oof.
That was very unique and very handy. Oh, wait a minute.
He said, wait a minute.
Tatum Paxley down.
Thought that was it right there, Vic.
You can talk about the uniqueness of the offense, but how about we give some credit to Tatum Paxley for the resiliency? Charging it. Oh, no.
Oh, man. The early spill there, Victor.
You can say that again, Brooke. And then spine first into the steel steps goes Tatum Paxley. And the referee giving some leniency in this match because he knows how deeply
They want WWE. They want from TNA giving their roster something to do, so they get the TNA, and that will benefit WWE and TNA to get deals. But a WWE title on a TNA superstar, that will not happen. I mean, it's possible. That's what they're trying to do,
And now Tatum Paxley back to the top
and I won't put it past them.
to add it up for a 450. Didn't get all of it, certainly got maybe enough of it, but might have realized it. And this is wise of Tatum, pulling up Izzy and taking
Oh,
Dame right down cement.
1, 2, and she did it. We're probably gonna get one more match, just so because I feel like with their feud, it's 1-1. So we're gonna probably get one more match, and then that'll probably be the rubber match, and that'll probably be the end of the feud.
We can say that it's over.
That's just that's the overall, sentiment that I'm getting. Is that Dragon Lee? Who is this? Bro got moved. I don't know. What do y'all think he's gonna get moved up though? Elio Liffer? I guess he's a AAA guy.
J'ai aidé à mettre le cash français sur la carte et je compte bien continuer sur cette lancée. L'aigle blanc est prêt à prendre son envol de Paris en France jusqu'aux États-Unis.
Do y'all really know anything about this person, this guy? I'm not really too familiar with it, so that's why I'm asking.
The sky.
Well, looking forward to seeing the arrival of that man, but you talked about it earlier tonight, Booker. There is the challenger looking to add another title to her.
So we got
This matchup
another title match up next for the NXT Women's title. Will Kendall Gray get the win?
title up for grabs next at New Year's.
It's possible. I mean, considering the fact that we could be seeing JC Jane make her appearance on the main roster, if that's what they want to do, my thing is this: if they do bring her up, would they bring up all of the Fatal Influence? That's my only thing. Because and another thing is, if you bring her up as a singles capacity, which I feel like they would you have to be a babyface or be a heel? I'm not even trying to joke, but I'm not even trying to joke when I say this. But Obafemi is what King Kong would be if he was a wrestler, in my personal opinion. Do you guys think I'm talking crazy when I said that? Wait, where is the... Oh, there it goes. There's no stable in women's division in main roster, so why they bring the three of them? I mean, they could bring them up, all three of them. They could bring all of them up, but it's like, I mean, especially on SmackDown, because it's like they need all the help that they can get right now, especially in that mid-card division. They need all the help that they can get. If you want me to be honest, they need all the help they can get. All the help that they can get on SmackDown, at least for like.
Thea, I'm gonna push back the North American title match until you're 100%.
With all due respect, Ava, hell no. I need to prove to everyone that I earned this, and I need to
Look,
prove
it's
that I
gonna
can
be
defend
really
it.
hard to defend it against Blake because I kicked her out of the building.
Can you get her back, please?
No, I'm
please,
not gonna
please.
reward bad behavior.
Okay. But Blake canceled the open challenges. I'm gonna bring them back. Let's bring them back
You're not
tonight.
listening
Yes.
to me, Thea. No, this isn't a smart decision.
Ava, she's made up her mind. Just let her do it.
Fine. You can have your open challenge.
What appears we
That's not gonna
a women's
plan out well for her. I feel like I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not gonna plan out well. I feel like I would not be surprised for whatever reason they end up having Jordan Grace be the one to answer this open challenge. She wins it.
challenge later tonight.
The fact that J Card, yeah, the fact that she's been champion for over 60 plus days and she hasn't defended the title once yet. Not one time she defended the title. Not once. That's kind of crazy. Remember back in the day, it used to be like a rule that when you were champion, you had to defend it every 30 days. And the fact that she hasn't defended the title once.
Yeah, I'm glad you got your kicks in here. What nerves will Gray have in this matchup?
I want to see Kendall Gray get the title because honestly, she has been one of my favorite, wrestlers to watch in recent weeks and stuff. I really do feel like she has potential to be a huge breakout star for WWE. For whatever reason, I feel like they won't treat her the same on the main roster, fortunately. And I'm speaking about JC Jane here. I feel like they are giving her time to shine and do some amazing things in NXT, giving her opportunities to flourish and really build up herself. But I don't feel like that same thing could be said on the main roster. But I will say I do want to see her do some amazing things on the main roster, whether if it is in a singles capacity, maybe her going after a women's mid-card title, whether it's the U.S. or Intercontinental, having her be like somebody that's in the division as well, adding more bodies because they need as many people as they can in the division anyway. But who y'all got chat? Who y'all got chat winning this?
But I got to wonder if he's going to have her in there with a pro. I'm talking about the rock star, JC Jane.
Oh, and looking for a submission right off the bat to JC Jane. Obviously, with the ring awareness, knew she was close to the rope. She was able to wrap around the bottom.
Exactly what she was right there. She's playing cat and mouse right now with Kendall Gray.
Yeah, I want to go to maybe the mindset in this matchup for Gray. What was weighing on your mind, Book, the first time you competed for a marquee championship?
You don't go in there thinking that, you're actually going to win. You're just going to go in there thinking about doing your best. And I think that's what's taking Kendall Gray to this point. She's just about going out there and doing what she does best, and that's compete. Just like that right there, Vic.
Showing some quickness, charging right back in, turning the champion around. Challenger going right underneath. Champion right now turned around and then just got dropped. JC Jane to the outside. Her fatal influence trying to figure it out.
See that right there? Kendall Gray is on autopilot right now. She's just letting it all hang out. Here we go.
Say that again, Brooke. for a moment now. JC trying to turn things around in this match, but got caught one more time.
Yes, right now, Kelton Gray she's scouted everything. Right now, she's on top of her game. Can she keep it going? That's the question. That's the question.
Look at the strength.
Yeah.
I think JC Jane will win this. Yeah, I feel like it's a possibility, but at the same time, I feel like this is probably like one of the few matches that's like on this entire show that I feel like honestly gonna go either way here. Just for the simple fact that we know WWE has some type of interest in bringing JC Jane up to the main roster or whatever. So it's like if that is the case, then it's like, especially knowing that for a couple of these men and women in down in NXT, the WWE has eyes on them to bring them up to the main roster, and if that is the case, that's why I feel like it's unpredictable, because they could end up getting their way, and we ended up seeing people end up winning these matches. That's my thing. So it's like this match and then the NXT title match can honestly go either way, just for the simple fact that both champions are being, looked at potentially being brought up to main roster, especially for Obafemi.
It's not like that when you're out there with a pro. You gotta have your game plan coming into a matchup like this. This is chess, not checkers, Victor.
Well, the chess master would be JC Jane, if you want to think about it in the women's division. You talk about a history maker, that is what she is.
Go ahead, give me stats.
I thought you were going to do it.
I know you want to do it.
Record time,
there it is.
Two-time champion into the cover, center of the ring to retain in a kick-out. You out here high-fiving and fist-bumping the rest of Fatal Influence. What happened to you being a journalist sitting here?
She fist-bumped me. Okay? I didn't fist-bump her. She fist-bumped me.
You didn't have to give her the fist-bump back.
I just threw the fist up. All right? Are you jealous? Talking about jealous. Are you jealous?
No, I'm not. But all of a sudden, now you're talking about jealousy.
You gotta be kidding me.
Now you're talking about jealousy. Covering a kick out, Kendall Gray almost able to bring the title around her waist to the red QCC. Answers back. Goes over the second one. Kicking, chopping, anything she can do to wear the championship, to become the champion tonight. Telegraphed it to JC. Up, over, rolling through. Jane coming in, and that would have been good from 65 yards out. And JC Jane one step ahead of her opponent tonight.
JC Jane, can I say it? Can I say it? Don't do it like that, baby. Oh, yes, man.
Bro, what is up with this man? What is up with Booker T, bro? But shout out to Booker T, though. He be funny on commentary sometimes, but sometimes he be saying some crazy and wild stuff, though. I think they will bring JC after WrestleMania 42 to main roster. Not before they will let her compete for the Rumble in Saudi, and then Stand and Deliver will be the last pay-per-view for her. Honestly, think that's possible. That's definitely possible. Because it's like that. You honestly are onto something, honestly. Because it's like if you do bring her up, the question is, what do you do with her? If she loses the title, what do you honestly do with her if you bring up to main roster? I feel like bringing up after Mania is a better option, because it's a fresh reset, and they usually tend to bring people up to the main roster, like call-ups, debuts, returns, heel turns, face turns. They tend to try to do that, especially on like the Monday Night Raw after Mania. So this is something that they could potentially do, or even the Friday Night SmackDown after Mania as well. So definitely giving her more time to maybe build up another story, potentially for Stand and Deliver, is the play to go.
JC Jane, who has been in control throughout the break. Another picture-perfect neck breaker from the champion.
You said it. I'm talking about JC Jane has been the precision tactician in this matchup right here.
Cover to retain and a kick out. Talk about a difference a year makes. Where was JC Jane a year ago? Because throughout the commercial break, we were bam, seeing a different side of JC
Ooh, on the side of the jaw.
2025, which include 2 NXT Women's Championship reigns, and yes, a TNA knockout reign.
And the thing is, nobody believed in JC Jane. Nobody believed that she could do it. They call her a paper champion. I'm talking about a champion that was going to be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm talking about a flash in the pan, but she's proved that she is truly the best here in NXT. Give her a props, Vic. Give her a props, man.
I mean, there's no doubt that JC Jane changed her career path last year. She is a history maker. No one can take that away from Jane, who's down now trying to kick out and was able to do so, having held a TNA and an NXT title at the same time. And look, for JC Jane, he did just recently crack into the top 10 of total time as NXT Women's Champion. But look on Ren Sinclair's face.
I feel like Ren Sinclair might turn on Kendall Gray, and she might be the reason Kendall Gray does not win, and then maybe that, you know, segues into like a feud between Kendall and Ren Sinclair for like the Evolve Championship potentially.
There was probably a 20 miles per hour crash right here in the middle of this ring, and both ladies right now.
I just feel like something always just tends to happen in these matches when JC Jane is champion. It seems like when somebody has somebody in their corner facing JC, they just tend to do it. They end up turning on the person. We've seen it at Evolution when Blake Monroe turned on Jordan Grace, for example. So it's like I'm going into it, you know, thinking like, for first of all, we could see anything really happen here. Maybe a potential new champion, even if for whatever reason it may not even be a long reign.
Well, I'm sure you think JC should have won NXT Female of the Year, an award that was won by Sol Ruka.
TNA champ, NXT champ.
It might be Sol Ruka who takes the title from her, honestly. It might be Sol Ruka that takes the title from JC Jane.
Who's giving up the damn awards?
That's what I feel like they might be leading to.
And right now, in this matchup, Kendall Gray's turning things around.
Like I said, Kendall Gray, you cannot sleep on Kendall Gray because it's hard to scout someone like Kendall Gray.
And I honestly feel like that's probably why they didn't have Javon face Obafemi here, is because they already had plans to potentially bring him up to the main roster.
That's a fair point. We just saw one of those suplexes.
Because I'm like thinking of it is like you could have had the match here and you end up doing it like the very next week or like or whatever, or the following episode after he won. So it's like maybe that's why they didn't do it here, is because they already, the WWE or at least the execs had bigger plans for him and they really wanted him on the main roster and were imminent on doing so. So maybe that's probably what they end up doing.
Able to get up at the last possible moment. Take a look at how close this was. Great job by our official Gary Wilson. Right spot, right time, great count. He was on top of it.
Look at the Kendall Gray's eyes, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's so confident. She got the
The only time I like Booker T is when he's talking trash, when he talked during Trick Williams' song. Yeah, I agree. That was cool. It was funny when he would do some things like, I mean, he ended up starting the trend with Stephanie Vaquer. He ended up starting that trend. So he's had his moments, I would say.
Another neck breaker, if you think about it, into another cover and a kick out. And I wonder if at this juncture of the matchup, JC Jane is starting to realize something where we're at, because we've seen a couple variations of that neck breaker throughout this matchup.
JC James knows the game, man. They say you just keep chopping on them. You keep chopping on them. Sooner or later, they're going to fall. That's what JC James' plan is.
And ball didn't connect. Spine first goes Jane, and one more time goes for the ride. That's the second German suplex in this matchup. So nice, a third one. And I think we might start a counter here for the... Oh, that
Ooh.
counter just went to zero, and Jane couldn't get the three. Right shoulder.
That she hit that knee out of nowhere though. She hit that knee out of nowhere. I thought that might have been over.
Knee. Take a look at... Oh, that was pinpoint
Oof.
precision.
And they connected too.
Again, did you see the whiplash on the neck?
Yeah, so you can the eyes of Kendall Gray roll in the back of her head right there. Right now, JC James just needs to stay on the gas.
And this is about the NXT Women's Championship here at New Year's Evil. We found out we will have an NXT North American Women's Open Challenge. The NXT title
Oof.
will be defended in our main event for this matchup continuing. JC Jane now could be in dire straits. Able to create a little bit of separation. Tried that knee again, didn't connect. Rolling through, shoulders down. Almost had a new champion. Jane with a counter and able to kick out right into a submission. Armbar this time's locked in. And Gray
Of course they would do this.
What the hell? Fallon Henley distracting the official. Late green on the outside.
Oh,
The referee not seeing what's happening. Red Sinclair right here in front of us. Fatal influence has been isolated. Sinclair's been knocked to next week. Big rolling encore. This matchup continuing. Charging back in. Jane though getting caught.
uh-oh. Can you do it? Please, come on, come on, Kendall. Come on, Kendall.
NXT Universe on
Come on.
NXT Universe on their feet. Shifting weight, shoulders down.
No.
Oh, JC Jane has been through so many battles, and she just
Super
got caught
kick.
with a super kick. Leaning up against, coming right in the no. Oh! Fallon.
Oh my God, no.
Encore.
One.
Oh, and JC survives. One
Somebody got to do something about failed influence, especially those other two, because those are going to be a problem for anybody who goes against JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship.
Fallon Henley reached in and saved JC Jane in the closing moments of that matchup. And JC retained
Until like the referees to say you're out, nobody stands a chance at this point.
NXT North American
Unless it's going to be So Ruka, potentially. I think that might be the end goal. Talking about who wants next. Who you think you is, Goldberg? She thinks she Goldberg all of a sudden. I'm guessing the next feud potentially is gonna be So Ruka. What do y'all think, chat? It's gotta be, right? And that might be the Stand Deliver feud. Considering like she won like Women's Wrestler of the Year for NXT. And then like if Oba retains, then I'm guessing Tony D's the next person in line. Cause I can't really think of anybody else, honestly. I was thinking it could have been Javon, but Javon got called up, so maybe Joe Hendry's the next person to potentially win that. I don't know what's the thing going on with Joe Hendry. I don't know if he's gonna be on NXT or if he's gonna be main roster. Cause he's been making appearances on SmackDown in recent weeks, but I think he's also been making appearances in NXT too, if I'm not mistaken. So it seems to be Elo is a triple A wrestler. Okay, so I'm guessing he's making his a crossover from like triple A. I guess he's leaving triple A and coming to like NXT. Is that what they're doing? And now we have the NXT Women's. Yeah, it probably like that. Gotcha. So we got the North American title being in a open challenge. So I wonder who's gonna step up for that. My prediction is gonna probably be Jordan Grace.
NXT kicks off 2026 in a city near you. Visit WWE.com/events for a full schedule and ticket information. Will this man, though, be champion when we come to a city near you? Oba Femi. He's warming up for our main event. It's Femi, Leon Slater, for the NXT Championship later tonight here at New Year's Eve.
You are legitimately the
Oh.
last person I want to see right now. What do you want?
Well, I wanted to discuss my historic title reign as North American champion,
So nothing.
especially after my very successful title defense against TNA's largest and most dangerous competitor, Moose. You know, at the end of the year, adding one more title match that I won in 2025, making me a record setter. 12 title match victories in the entire year. You're welcome.
Oh, so you're not going to mention how you're tied with Obafemi, Dominic Mysterio, and Stephanie Vicker? It's all about you, princess?
Just like I didn't want to embarrass you and mention all of the title defenses you made me have on live events. You know what, Ava? You are clearly in a bad mood. You're having a rough day. Let me finish my thoughts in the ring and get out of your hair.
You're just going to leave? You're not going to throw a tantrum like every other time?
Nope. I'm going to afford you the privilege of me leaving.
There's no catch. Something's off.
Take it or leave it, Ava. There's absolutely no catch. Ethan Page will be leaving your office so that the boys can come on in.
There it is.
Ava, let me reintroduce you to the future of your brand.
The Vanity Project.
Gentlemen, you've got about 5 or 10 minutes. Have fun. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of my meeting.
What?
I think we should talk 2026, boss.
Well, let's talk about what will happen in 24 hours. Sean Legacy will face Jackson Drake. It's the Men's Evolve Championship, and then it will be on the line tomorrow night on Tubi, 8 sharp.
I feel like they're gonna be put them in NXT so they can be like another tag team you can add to the division. My question is, who's stepping up? Who will step up?
I know my win was a little controversial. We spoke about that before. And I'm devastated that Blake attacked me like that because nobody wanted this match as much as I did. I promised the WWE Universe a championship match tonight. And damn it, I'm going to give it to you because I need to prove to myself and everyone else here that I deserve the NXT Women's North American Championship. So with that being said, open challenges are open again. Whoever wants a shot, come on out here. First one in the ring gets a shot at this championship.
Well, who's going to make it to the ring first? I mean, you got to admire the moxie of Thea Hale. As we saw this one coming, referees are going to have to control because that is the entire women's locker room. Nikita Lyons is there. I see Carmen Petrovich.
Where's Jada Parker been?
It's a chainsaw. And Paxley again. Tatum holding everybody back. Wait a minute.
There's no way. There's no way they're about to. Wait, what? Izzy Davis pulling double duty tonight? I was thinking Jada Parker could have shown up because she hasn't been doing anything.
No time, going right to work on the champion, who's not at 100%. Into the cover, and Thea Hayes' right shoulder getting
They haven't even been using Jada Parker, bro. Like, what are they doing?
and stopped.
Yes. I mean, yeah, hell, look at her. She's all taped up. She's banged up. Right now, she can't be 100%. I mean, come on, Victor. What is she thinking?
I don't know what she's thinking, to be fair. It has been a wild night since the start for our general manager, Thea Hale. Big right hand in her body, just literally collapsed.
Can't be, right? Yeah, hell, talking about she got to prove something to who? She's the champion.
Well, there's a lot of those that doubt the legitimacy of her win.
Who cares? Who
You're one of
cares?
those people.
Look, the check is coming in the mail. I mean, you get big money. You get gold around your waist.
Whoa, looking for the counter, but Thea not 100% to those damaged ribs. Couldn't pull down Izzy. Back up, going right around this time. Able to counter, shoulders down, and no. Well, that would have been a two-time loser for Izzy Dame, who swings, who misses. Thea Hale now picking up the pace, going in, going up, getting caught, and then overpowered right in that top turnbuckle. Ribs first, and then a big power slam, Davey Boy style, into the cover, and another near fall. Open challenge was answered by Izzy Dame, who will be the Women's North American Champion by the end of the night.
Well, I expected more from this open challenge. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I expected more than this. I didn't. I knew. I didn't. I don't know, bro. I really don't even know how to feel about this because it's like you had it set up to where you could have done potentially like Thea and Blake Monroe, and now because of that, I don't know if they're trying to prolong this feud for maybe in a bigger event. But now that that's not the case, and you're doing another open challenge, I would have expected it to be somebody else. Maybe a Kalani Jordan, maybe a I don't know. Maybe somebody shockingly from main roster shows up. I don't know. Something interesting. But Izzy Dame though, she already had a match earlier in the show. So it's like giving me reason to believe for whatever reason they might put the title on her. And it's like you do that, then it's like what was the point of this feud between Thea and Blake Monroe? Unless you're gonna call Blake Monroe up to the main roster. Because that has been in consideration. I've been seeing that idea and rumor being floated around throughout today. And I think over the last few days at that.
And a near fall by. Wait, Sean Spears. I'm sorry, I cut myself off. Sean Spears thought the match was over.
Yeah, it should have been. It should have been right there. I mean, the referee a little slow on the count, in my opinion.
Well, this referee slow on the count. The official during the match was too fast on the count.
I mean, how these officials run? They need to go back to training school and get some extra work in. I mean, come on.
Well, Izzy
Let's
Dame,
be honest.
Izzy Dame has put in the work tonight. I got to give credit when credit is due. This is the second match for her here tonight. And she's looking a little bit more in control, maybe because Thea Hale not at 100%. But what a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And typically, you see someone go to that inside leg, right? It was Izzy who went to the outside leg and a little bit more damage done.
Going to those compromised ribs right there on Thea Hale. Not just the ribs, but the cartilage. That cartilage in between, I'm going to tell you the pain you get from that.
Where's Jada Parker been?
It's not what that's what I love in a matchup like this. Trust me.
Thea Hale so proud to be champion for all the ups, for all the downs
How long
she's
has it
had
been?
in her
3 weeks?
career.
3 weeks?
There's no way.
Long period of time for Thea Hale.
There's no way they're about
She
to.
came into tonight thinking she was going to face Blake Monroe. She obviously wanted to
Wait,
defend
what?
herself, keep her word, keep her promise to the NXT universe, to her fans, to everyone around the world. She did not want to let them down. She wants to be a fighting champion as Sean Spears looks on, and she is paying the price right now in this match against Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame in control, continuing to wear down the body. And look at the face of the champion. Almost starting to fade. Can Thea Hale get a second, third, and fourth win in this matchup? Can Thea Hale overcome the odds? Can Thea retain her Women's North American title? This matchup continuing. It's an open challenge for the Women's North American Championship. A reminder, this was supposed to be Thea Hale, Blake Monroe in a rematch. It's, of course, been an emotional few weeks for Blake. You got to wonder if the devil on her shoulder had her attack Thea to start the night. Thea, who wanted to have an open challenge, who wanted to defend this title, keep her promise, said the first one to get in the ring will get a championship opportunity. That was Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame, who's already competed tonight, going one-on-one with Tatum Paxley, wasn't victorious earlier this evening as Tatum picked up a big win, but she beat Tatum and the rest of the locker room to the punch, and that is what has brought us to this moment with a big counter, a big DDT, and new life in the champion.
Thea Hale, she's asking for this right here. I mean, she's got to go out here. She's got to step up to the plate. She wants to be champion. She wants to carry the title around her waist. She's got to go out there and prove it here in the middle of the ring tonight. Because, like I say, she doesn't have to be here, Vic. So we can't feel sorry for Thea Hale. Okay, let's do that.
But you have to admire the fight in Thea Hale, who just caught a forearm right under the jaw, buckling her body. Not at 100%. Wrist, ribs, everything hurting right now.
I hope Thea Hale retains. I will honestly be shocked and honestly low-key disappointed if Izzy Dame wins.
On New Year's Eve. I respect that.
Rolling through, shoulders down to retain, and a near fall. Thea Hale, who signed to the WWE as a teenager, certainly has grown up, dreamed of becoming a champion, finally has gold around her waist. Yes, it's only been a few weeks, but she wants to start building her own legacy. On the topic of titles, the NXT Championship still to be defended tonight in our main event. Oba Femi taking on Leon Slater from TNA. But here right now could be the biggest moment of the match for the champion to retain, that of course being Thea Hale.
Thea Hale understands the game. She probably was a champion a long time ago. You can't go out there thinking about being champion. You got to think about being the best in that locker room. Understanding what this game is all about. Can she go out here and
Ooh.
win on those merits? That's the question, Vic.
A little too much time for Thea, who
Big
just
shot.
dropped
Big
off
shot.
the boot. Cover. Do we have a new champion in that left
Kick
shoulder?
out.
Just getting up. A little welts on the body of Thea Hale. Sean Spears is fired up. Of course, Spears and Nico not out here, bam, for that matchup earlier for Izzy, but they're here now showing support, and they almost are ready to celebrate. But Thea able to kick out at the last possible moment as this matchup continuing. Looking for possibly Dame over, but it's countered. Looking for the Kimura lock. Thea Hale trying to overpower Izzy. But think about the damage done earlier going into the safety barricade.
I mean, who cares, to be honest? I mean, I just not really invested in Izzy Dame right now, to be honest. Honestly, I've never really been invested in Izzy Dame, to be honest. Don't get it twisted. Like she has an interesting look. I feel like she has the presence to be a potential star, but I'm just not invested in her booking. I'm not invested into like any stories, but like the storyline that we're doing with her and Tatum, it's cool and all, but like it's not doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me.
He knows it's a championship match, but Izzy should know she's got to get Thea back into the ring. The referee's at 4. She won't win the title at a countout. Referee's at 6, and that's what Sean Spears just said. Izzy, you got to get her in the ring. There's your GPS guiding Izzy Dame in this matchup, and almost Thea Hale.
Sean Spears knows. Sean knows how close we are to capturing gold here for the family, man. It's all about the family.
Now they're a family, and I understand you use the word we, so I'm assuming you think you're an honorary member of the family in the coming. We'll talk about that off air, because Izzy right now just got caught by Thea, the champion pulling herself up. The champion right now trying to will herself to get up, to gain an advantage, to continue to fight, to continue to retain. And look at her swinging away at Izzy Dame.
Come on, ref, do your job. Do your job. Disqualification could come in play right here.
Well, you talk about the officials, you need to go back and look at the rule book, because that wouldn't be a disqualification. Looking for the Kimura right now is Thea Hale. Thea on top.
I guess she's trying to go for Kimura lock now.
She locked in the Kimura. Obviously can't get a submission in the ropes, but obviously can inflict some damage. But wait a minute, Izzy, no way!
Oh.
Super Dame over. Obviously can't get a submission in the ropes, but obviously can inflict some damage. But wait a minute.
She going for Kimura. Wait. No.
Dame over.
That's it.
Hell
Wow.
no!
Wow.
You. What was the point, bro? What was the? You could have just gave it back to Blake Monroe, for crying out loud. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we serious right now?
To the absolute shock of the
You're telling me Tatum couldn't come out here? You're telling me Izzy Dame is the new North American champion? Yeah, okay.
Here, boom, a super Dame over, able to counter the Kimura. Thea Hale not at 100%. Came into this matchup wanting to defend her title. And as we have
I'm telling you, if this feud is going to continue between Tatum and Izzy, Tatum needs to take the title from Izzy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The best of this opportunity. You're looking at your new.
You gotta be serious right now. You gotta be kidding me.
closer of the night just took another twist for Izzy Dame. And as Booker just said, yes,
So what does this mean for Blake Monroe? She getting called up at this point?
American champion.
She gotta be getting called up because it's like, if she goes back after that North American title, it don't make no sense. Both of them are heels. Unless it's gonna be Lola.
Mamacita. What are we doing, always? Yeah, you know, Dr. Thirst could use a little Latina heat in his life.
Guys, why don't we go get weirdo somewhere else? Yeah, you know?
Hey, listen, we don't have time for this right now. The vibe's not it. The vibe's not it. We're not in.
He's in the middle of getting turned down, so he's in the middle of it.
Hasta la go-go, mama.
No, sorry, not.
That's also
no,
not
sorry,
definitely
not.
not. I take too long.
Listen, I didn't think NXT needed any more resident douchebags, but I think we got them.
We got him.
Bendito, I didn't want to embarrass them on the first day, but they were maybe 5 seconds away from getting knocked out.
Yeah, what a serve tomorrow.
So y'all just see what happened.
Oh, yeah. Izzy Dame becoming the new North American champion. Wild. Opportunistic, though, too.
Yeah, and guess who beat her ass a few weeks ago? Lola Vice. This puts me in the title picture if you're asking me, but first, I need to take care of Kalani Jordan.
I mean, especially after she jumped you, too. It was brutal. Throwing haymakers and body acres. Hey, but luckily, our hermana is no stranger to kicking ass and taking names, Hank.
Damn right, and I'm gonna make Kalani feel that being a gymnast with a little attitude is very different than being a professionally trained fighter.
Oh, she taking off the heels. Hey, why are you throwing the heels for? What we gotta throw the heels for? What we doing? What we gotta throw the heels for? So we just throwing heels now?
Not today. Usually I'm in here wearing a smile, but I'm not here to sing. I'm not here to play guitar. Today, I'm looking for a fight.
Let me guess. Dark Sage?
That's right, Dark State. They ruined my concert. They beat me up. They threw me through the air. So now I am sick of Dark State's nonsense. I want the leader. I want Dion Lennox, and I want him next week. And I know they ruined my today. Usually I'm not today. Usually I'm in here wearing a smile, but I'm not here to sing. I'm not here to
Joe Hendry is not happy.
fight.
Let me guess. Dark Sage?
That's right, Dark State. They ruined my concert. They beat me up. They threw me through the air. So now I am sick of Dark State's nonsense. I want the leader. I want Dion Lennox, and I want him next week in a no disqualification match.
Okay. Hold on.
That sound good.
I love
I could buy into that.
And I get it, I do. But Joe, it's Dark State. If I give you a no DQ match against Dion or any member, it's just gonna turn into a handicap match.
Okay. What if I can find a couple of badasses to make sure it's just me and Dion?
That could work. If you can find them, I'll sign off on the match.
Thank you. I'm on it.
So what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What does this mean now? Cause it's like, Izzy Dame is your new NXT North American champion. If they're good, I already said earlier that when they had the match between Tatum and Izzy, it was 1-1 with Tatum getting the win there because Izzy Dame won the previous match. But now I feel like the feud's probably gonna continue. But now with the title being involved, potentially where maybe Tatum takes it from Izzy. But then you also have Lola Vice, who honestly has a win over Izzy Dame. Maybe she's the next North American champion. Well, now she will bring the title instead of the weird chainsaw with her. Probably. She's got to take the title. I don't know who else is gonna be. I was thinking this could have been a great opportunity to bring somebody else up to prominence, right? They could have used Jada Parker for this. If you really wanted me to be honest, considering she is very popular in NXT, she has a presence. Why not focus on elevating somebody else? That's my thing. Chainsaw versus the title. How cool is this? That sounds like that sounds like something I would see in 2K. In all honesty, that sounds like something I would see in 2K. Like legit, that sounds like something I would see in 2K. Honestly. She going for Kimura. Wait. So I think we have Ethan Page gonna be in the ring, and after that's like main event. They could have, and you got people like Zarya who hasn't even won this title. She needs to win a championship. You got Jordan Grace out there, if she's still in NXT, who hasn't won. Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I find it fitting we ring in the new year by celebrating the most dominant superstar of 2025. Me. All ego Ethan Page. Adding yet again another accolade to my giant list of accolades last week. Big Game Hunter. Because I bagged myself a moose.
Hey yo, he think.
Back home to TNA empty-handed, proving yet again I am the greatest North American alive. Now, folks.
I know some people probably would disagree with that.
Obafemi will defend his championship against Leon Slater. And make no mistake about it, everybody. Those men, they are not the main event. I am. Ladies and gentlemen, the North American Championship is the most prestigious championship, not only in NXT, but all of WWE. And that championship that Obafemi holds, the NXT Championship, you know, I find it funny that that man is apparently our world champion and only defends his title in one part of North America. Whereas I have defended my North American championship against many challengers from many countries and many companies and many brands. And I find myself to be a bit of a globetrotter. So I guess
Not the
that would
globetrotter.
make me, ironically, an international icon. And folks, in 2026, I'm merely just...
Who's this?
Come on.
Oh,
Whoa, Booker!
the speed champion.
Yay!
Okay.
He's finally back.
You out here pump faking like you're the only NXT champion that matters. Hey, don't get it twisted. You ain't the only one that dominated 2025. And in 2026, I'm about to prove that Jasper Troy is not only the best big man in NXT, is that I'm the monster of NXT. You don't gotta come in here.
Now, don't get scared now. He don't.
Come in here. It's like this, Ethan. I ran through LFG like a bulldozer and snatched this speed title. This may be the first title I hold this year, but it ain't gonna be the last title I hold. This may be the first title I hold this year, but it ain't gonna be the last.
Oh my God, who else is this? Oh Lord. Him.
Jasper, don't say something stupid like that ever again. You ain't on my level. You ain't on my level. No one is. You are not the delusional as these. Josh,
Stacks.
do it. I hate to interrupt this cannoli measuring contest you guys are having, but we got some unfinished business, don't we, Ethan? You want to talk about importance? After NXT, how I'm as international as it gets. I'm the TNA International Champion. Now, Josh, Jasper, want to argue about who's bigger? With my beautiful, exotic queen by my side, racking up victories in NXT and TNA, we're as big as it gets. Well, who else will take it?
Shiloh Hill.
Ethan Page. Stacks, man.
You got a lot. I guess they're gonna make this a #1 contenders match at this point.
I saw you. I was a little worried that maybe I ruined your Christmas with that Christmas chaos action. But here's the thing. After that victory, your father-in-law and Ava had a little conversation. And it looks like your TNA International Championship reign is going to be real short-lived. Because next week, it's you and me right here, one-on-one, for that title. Santino, get that title there. I'm coming. Okay,
Tavion Heights. We got it. Where's the young Randy Orton?
this is my type of party, huh? Hey, it's a new year. We got a new chance, rightfully so. But Shiloh, if I may, I loved everything you were saying, but I feel like it's missing a little bit. It needs just some more meat. You know what I mean? But I'm about to fix that right now. Don't you even worry, all right? Because next week, you, Jasper, you're going to be flying Air Heights. And the next time I leave this venue, it's going to be as the new NXT Speed Champion. Okay.
So we're getting all these different matches set up, but none for the North American.
Your big ass is gonna let him speak to you that way, especially the last time you came close to a championship, buddy. You dropped the ball.
Oh!
Here we go.
I think the chaos is continuing. And Ava is not going to let what she sees, or the same we said for Ethan Page. It's right, Tavion Heights will meet Jasper Troy for the Speed Championship next week. It's Shiloh Hill just decleaning bricks. Hey! Action spilling over here. Hill just wait
What is going on here? Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
That was his tooth. Did his tooth just fall out? Oh, my, I just gagged. His snacks went flying. What in the hell is going on?
I have no idea what that signal was supposed to be, but okay.
Unpredictable. And we're not done quite yet because we still have one more championship to be defended. The youngest in charge. Could he make some history? NXT title to be defended in our main event tonight.
I have no idea what that segment was supposed to be, but okay. Okay. What is the I think that's wait a minute.
Oh!
Y'all some.
Oh! Oh!
Bro.
My head hurts, bro.
A lot of people will suffer, bro. I just don't want that
My
to be a
head
thing,
hurts, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Trying to tell you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
People will suffer, fam. Ross, are you willing to let
Yes.
thousands of people suffer?
Yes, Jack! The day has came! We did it! We did it! It took a whole year! The story is finished.
Dang, he gotta wear that. Shout out to In the Clutch, bro. I just see like this clip on Twitter. I guess Dub has failed and how he has to wear the Brock shirt. Ain't gonna lie, that's tough. That's so tough. That's tough.
WWE podcast is can't miss this week. Cody Rhodes is joined by perhaps one of the greatest NXT superstars of all time, that of course being the one and only Finn Balor. Then on 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker, he sits with AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. Quite the conversation these two had, of course. They were former WrestleMania opponents. And then Judgment Day's Liv Morgan joins Stephanie McMahon, another must-listen, don't miss a second.
I might stream that on Thursday, chat. I might stream it on Thursday, chat.
Available now.
Deal lens. Now you're asking if you guys can make sure that Dark State don't interfere and it stays a one-on-one match.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with us.
I ain't say one word to you my whole life, and now you want something from me?
I'm saying you real funny for that. Escucha me bien, because OTM worried about two things in 26.
I don't know.
That's them tag titles and our damn sub entiendes.
I'm here for two reasons. Because you guys are badasses, but you're also intelligent and you understand it. If you get in the way of Dark State, you get one step closer to the NXT Championships. OTM wins, Joe Hendry wins, and you guys get exactly what you're looking for, which is a direct line to the NXT Tag Team Championships.
See you next week, bro.
And just like that, we still won this division.
Is OTM?
Oh, look who it is. Female Superstar of the Year. And Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah, we get it. Everybody loves Solar.
Excuse me. Two of us. You may have won 2 awards, but I don't see 2 titles around your waist anymore.
Oh, not even one.
Too bad. But JC, you're not a double champion anymore, are you? And this year, I'm coming for you and that title. But I thought you were a tag team. Interesting.
Still trying to throw them under the bus.
They're just jealous, though.
Where the hell were you?
Yeah, all that out there?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, that's none of my business, Ethan.
Okay. I'll turn around when I'm talking about them. Oh, no, you can shut the hell up.
I know who you are, Tate Wilder. You might be doing a fantastic job in Evolve, but this is NXT. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you want to end up here. Well, you're not yet, so keep your mouth shut and learn a thing or two. Unlike my good pal, Miles, who is in NXT and refuses to take a lick of advice from me. But you know what? Why don't I listen to you tonight, Miles? You're right. That was none of your business, because that business was for champions and challengers, and you are clearly neither.
They're definitely having Miles Bourne take the title. Miles is taking that title. Miles is definitely taking that title.
Don't let this guy bother you. Too late.
Well, as our night continues here, let's talk about next week. Is Joe Hendry not playing around? He wanted Dion Lennox. He got Dion Lennox. Hendry, Lennox, no disqualification next week here on NXT. We also saw this interaction between these two earlier, and next week it will be Tavion Heights facing Jasper Troy for the Men's Speed Championship. Which superstar beats the clock and leaves with the championship? And these two will finally try to settle their differences. One thing is for sure, fists will be flying. Vice Jordan live next week on NXT. And we also saw this moments ago as well. And I don't know if it was on purpose or inadvertent. Either way, it is absolutely disgusting. But Booker, Shiloh Hill will have a golden opportunity if Stacks retains his title Thursday against Steve Macklin on Impact. We will have a TNA International Championship match. It'll happen next Tuesday, live right here on NXT. But right now, it is time for our
Main event time?
of New Year's Evil.
I actually see Leon Slater joining like main roster probably 2027. I know right now he probably can't. I mean, he might be able to make appearances at most, but I don't think they can, only because he's still signed to TNA. Get the TNA president out there. Oh, forgot. Let me finish putting that there. Who you got in the main event, Check? Because I honestly feel like this match could honestly go either way, just for the simple fact we could see Leon win it, or we could see Obafemi retain and do what he does best in dominating the competition. Because I just love to see him to do that.
We are live in Orlando inside the Performance Center for New Year's Evil here tonight. And WWE Unreal gave audiences an unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at WWE, and now Season 2 is coming back to Netflix, featuring Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and many more. WWE Unreal Season 2 premieres January 20th only on Netflix.
Bro, he is so ready, main roster ready. I can't wait to see him on the main roster. I'm not gonna lie. There's like so many matches that I want to see from Obafemi. Obafemi versus Gunther. Obafemi versus Brock. Obafemi versus Cody again. Obafemi versus Drew. Obafemi versus Jacob. Obafemi versus Braun Breaker. Obafemi versus Seth Rollins. Obafemi versus Roman Reigns. Bro, the opportunities are so endless, bro. It's amazing to see what we could be seeing from him. Even Obafemi and Bronson Reed, bro. It's so many matches that I would love to see them do.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Bradford, England, weighing in at 198 pounds. He is the TNA X Division Champion, Leon Slater! And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 310 pounds. He is the NXT Champion, Obafemi!
We're only getting like what? Less than like maybe a 14-minute match, if that.
Championship. Many here inside the Performance Center standing because it's not only about this championship.
That's the only thing when they do them on like NXT episodes, even if it's like the little specials that they do, it's like we kind of know like they're not gonna get like a lot of time, but on pay-per-views, I feel like they tend to give them a little bit more time. I don't know if that's just something that they always do, but I just doubt that they probably would change the title here. I would be very shocked, and not in like a bad way or anything, because I honestly would like to see how that can honestly go down, because I feel like it's bound that we're gonna get Obafemi on the main roster. It's bound that we're gonna get it. Yeah, if he does that, he'll become like the youngest NXT champion.
NXT recap presented by Progressive. Slater, of course, won a 4-way before the holidays to become the #1 contender. These two have also come face to face, but it doesn't look like it now, Book, and it's early on, I'm sure, in this matchup. But how impressed are you with the youngest in charge at 21? You just said the age. At 21, were you in championship matches? Two companies globally recognized.
Look, I don't ever want to tell you why I was at 21 years old, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this kid, Leon Slater, he's got an upside like nobody I've seen before. I mean, you sort of describe Slater like prolific, extraordinary. He's like the wind.
Generational.
You can feel it, but you can't touch it, but you know it's there. This kid right here, like I say, it's hard to trade for him because he's so dynamic in the middle of that ring, but he's going against a force in Obafemi. My God, man.
Leon probably just...
One shot.
Leon probably just got slapped back to last Thursday in Impact. And take another look.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my word.
Look at that right there. That shot all over Orlando, Florida right there, man.
And, I mean, honestly, Book, you start to break this down and you want to think about football, you look at the X and the O's, right? How can Slater even beat Obafemi? Not just what we've seen. I mean, think about how the match started. Oba just tossed him across the ring.
The kid is going to have a lot of heart, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to take a Herculean effort for Leon Slater to go out here and beat Obafemi for this championship. But like we always say, any given Sunday, in our case, even any given Tuesday. Oh, yes, man.
But just shifting some weight. Nice counter there by the champion. Leon Slater just caught.
Too much power.
And that is
too much power.
That is a grown man getting caught out of the air by Obafemi.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, he just threw him over the top. He just threw him over. His body's composing. He's seen a ghost.
This matchup. Who's walking out NXT champion? Will the reign of the ruler continue? NXT Championship match continuing the main event here at New Year's Evil, and it has really been, Book, except for a couple of kicks, punches, and chops. It's been all Obafemi.
I mean, Oba right now is showing his dominance and that divine power that he brings to the ring. And right now, Leon Slater's going to have to figure out another game plan because what he brings to the table is not working here, Vic.
But we talk about being the youngest in charge, youngest TNA X Division champion in TNA history. He is running into someone who is just a different breed. To steal what you have already said, someone who is generational. Someone who we've talked about that once he walked into the Performance Center as an NIL athlete, took everything he was told, molded himself into an NXT champion. As you said, perhaps the greatest North American champion of all time. And Obafemi right now is just dominating Leon Slater. And Slater's got to remember the opportunity at hand to be a history maker, to take a championship from this brand back across the line to TNA. Carlos Silva, the TNA president, is live here in the NXT universe, and he's seeing Slater right now start to fight back. Couple of rights connecting, and then just like that, gets shut down from the champion.
When you talk about Leon Slater, talking about maybe thinking about going out and winning this NXT championship, I think that's the furthest thing that he should be thinking about in this matchup. He needs to be thinking about going out here, weathering the storm, and there again, a 21-year-old young man doing the best he possibly can do. How deep is the playbook for Leon Slater? I mean, how far does it go? That's the question.
Let me play devil's advocate then. We've seen Obafemi for what, 3 years?
Yes.
On NXT, maybe a little bit less than that if you're actually going date for date. You might know what Obafemi brings to the plate. Obafemi may not be familiar with Leon Slater. Leon Slater may not have shown him all the plays in his playbook that we know. That may work to his advantage to be in the unknown in this matchup.
But like I said earlier, you know, the one thing that trumps all of that, everything that you just said, you got a valid point, but that divine power, that comes from the side, man.
I can't with Booker T. The divine power.
Can Leon Slater get back in the fight? Leon Slater trying to make a little history here tonight. Carlos Silva, the TNA president, sitting in the front row watching the TNA X Division champion compete for the NXT title. And Leon Slater, this could be the best opportunity for him. This is the first time I've seen Obafemi even stunned in this matchup. Oba, of course, 2-0 at this event. Last year,
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, we might be seeing a new champion potentially. Cause it's like every time somebody brings up the fact that they have a stat, that usually ends up being someone's downfall. It just seems we've seen it numerous times with Tiffany Stratton breaking the 300-day record. Maybe we've seen it here. Maybe with the fact that we know Obafemi is 2-0 at NXT New Year's Evil.
I'm trying to catch my breath as Oba continuing just to dominate this matchup. And Leon Slater's had several weeks to prepare. And no! Oh, Book. The left knee of Obafemi just went to that steel post.
Smart there by Leon Slater. He lured Obafemi in. And right there, he's in a little trouble right now, Vic.
This could be that very moment Leon's been waiting for, but he just got caught this time, able to counter for a moment. Able to sidestep for a second. Able to get by Oba. Charge.
Oh!
And Oba's down. Oba's hurt. And for Leon Slater, this is that opportunity.
Well, just open right there. I mean, a crack in the window just opened for Leon Slater. One big shot, Vic.
You gotta think, wrestlers like Moose, Mike Santana, Ryan Nemeth, they gotta be on their feet right now, cheering at home. This could be it. Is that title crossing the line? His right shoulder just getting off the mat. I can hear everyone in TNA right now screaming at the top of their lungs because that was so close for Leon Slater to make some history.
Wonder if Leon Slater got that one big shot in his arsenal that he can separate this one big man, Obafemi, from his senses. You wonder if he can do it, Vic. Can he do it? That's the question.
Leon would love to head to Dallas next week as double champion. He will be defending that X Division championship, of course, at Genesis, but he would love to also be the NXT champion. Just got decleated.
Uh-oh.
Just got grabbed. Just got dropped. Massive choke slam.
Good night.
And the run is up. Not quite yet. I thought it was all over for Leon Slater. First the clothesline, then the choke slam. That's a recipe for disaster, but Slater kicks out.
Massive clothesline, big slam there by the big man. I'm gonna tell you right now, Obafemi's looking to finish the thing right now.
And look, you think about Obafemi, what did he show you in the match with Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event in DC?
No, it showed me that he belongs. That's the question right there. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, there might be telling the story of his knee. They've been definitely going with I wouldn't say like an injury angle, but like Leon Slater's strong, bro.
Think about injury coming into play in this matchup, Vic.
You got to go back. That's right, Cole. The turning point of the matchup was right here to our left when Oba's knee bounced right off that steel post. That obviously takes
That's the story that they're going with, chat. Is his knee.
Space, that's the space. Your legs is the strongest part of the body, and if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
Again, Leon looking for a high risk, didn't get any relief
Ooh.
this time, though, able to catch Oba for just a moment. And right now, in the wheelhouse.
Oh, baby! Big!
Ooh.
Got all of it.
He got all of it, but now
He definitely got all of it there.
and Oba Femi is no small man. That's 300 pounds. And look at Leon Slater. Adrenaline will make a man do some crazy things. Oba's back in. Oba's hurt. Oba's down. And climbing.
Come on, Leon. Hey, I would be okay if Leon gets the win here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Perched high above, looking for that swan. Time for 50.
Oh, he got the knees up. Oba got the knees up.
Was done to the champion. He's crawling. He's pulling himself into the cover. Hooks
1, 2,
to retain.
kick out.
And this one,
Wait.
crucifix, counter, title, no.
Oh, that's how he lost the last time, I think.
Was damn close.
That was close.
And Leon back up. Leon, though, not arguing with the official. Hits the super kick. Charges in.
Oh, is that it? 1, 2, and Oba Femi retains the NXT Championship. Hey, that was a decent match. I would say it was a solid match. For a split second, I thought they would probably give it to Leon Slater.
Oba Femi had to rally in that matchup. And your heart's got to go out to Leon Slater. Slater was able to weather.
They're probably gonna wait till Stand Delivered before they bring up Oba Femi fully. I just think we're probably just gonna get vignettes for a while.
Who continues to dominate this brand as NXT champion. Going back around,
For whatever reason, I just feel like they're taking a slow approach with Oba Femi. Cause we're just seeing everybody. Cause it's like everybody else is pretty much just being brought up, but with Oba Femi, they're taking more of a slower approach with him. Like they're giving us vignettes, let us know that he's coming to Raw or SmackDown, but he's not officially there yet.
counter into the crucifix. Not quite. You could have slid a piece of paper under Felix Fernandez's hand for that 3 count. But in the end, what goes up must come crashing down. Another fall from grace. And just like everyone before him, that being Leon Slater, they fall to the ruler. They fall to the destroyer. They fall to the NXT champion. They fall to Oba Femi.
There's going to be a lot of opportunities for NXT in 2026. Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Lash Legend, and now Jordan Grace have all officially moved up to Raw or SmackDown.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's going to be more.
So Jordan Grace has officially moved up.
That opens up some space for potential NXT call-ups. You all have impressed on me.
Look, I am so sorry to interrupt. Did you see what Oba just did?
What? No.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait. Did he just leave the title in the ring? What is going on here? Wow. Chat. Go back. Wait a minute, y'all. So not after he won his match for the NXT Championship, he left it in the ring. So that gives me some type of reason that they're probably leaning towards maybe he vacated the championship and they're gonna crown a new NXT champion. Is that what the route that they're going with here? I mean, I feel like there was probably no one else I could see beating. I guess they're gonna probably give it back to Ricky Saints at that point. Cause like, who else are you realistically gonna give it to? Honestly. And I'm not trying to hate on anybody else. It's just like, who else are they going to give it to? Are they going to give it to Ricky Saints? Could they give it to Miles Bourne? Ethan Page? Who else is like a top star? maybe Tony D as NXT champion? Because I can't really see anybody else outside of that, chat. This would have been a great opportunity if they would have kept Javon down there to have him be the next guy up. He should have been a guy that should have been NXT champion, but he's on Raw. Now we know Jordan Grace is officially on SmackDown, potentially. I feel like that's probably her home, and I think that's where she's going to honestly end up going. And then now, with this, we know Obafemi is definitely going to go up to the main roster, but now the question is, which brand is he going to go to? Is he going to go to Raw, or is he going to go to SmackDown? I feel like the better thing is for them to put him on SmackDown because he has a little bit more time to kind of flourish and do a lot more things over there. Miles Bourne, I hope. I feel like that's probably the only thing that I can see, but at the same time, they also set up potentially Miles Bourne and Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. So it's like, who else are you honestly going to potentially put in that spot? Who honestly do you have that's ready to go to be put in a spot like that? Maybe Joe Hendry? I mean, he's on NXT, so I guess you can make that work, I guess. But outside of that, chat, I don't know who else realistically they can do. I really do not know. I don't. But that's a very shocking way to end that show. That's a very shocking way to end that show. Him leaving the NXT Championship in the middle of the ring, insinuating that he's done with NXT and he's on to bigger and better things, being on a Raw or SmackDown, maybe by Royal Rumble season. I feel like we're probably going to see him in the Royal Rumble match itself, and then from there, we're going to kickstart whatever feud we're going to have him be put in going into WrestleMania. And honestly, stay tuned, because I will be making my WrestleMania 42 predictions and everything like that. I think that video will be coming this week, so stay tuned for that. Give it to the next Randy Orton, Miles Bourne. I mean, if you're trying to, do something with him, because I feel like he's one of the only other few outside of Javon Evans that I wanted to see potentially step up and become the next champion, the next guy up. So I would be okay with that, honestly, to be honest with you. I can get behind the idea of him being the champion and everything like that. It's just like, when you do that, they just have to have the proper story in place, if that makes sense. We just have to have the proper story in place for it to make sense. If they can make it make sense, then I'm okay with it. But if they try to come up with some type of lame excuse and then just come up with something out of the wazoo, I'm not happy with. I do not want that. That's what you don't want to do. You have to come up with a proper story to explain everything that is happening. You have to have a plan in place and everything. You have to. Because this is a big deal for NXT right now. This is going to get some eyes on them in the sense of who's going to be the next guy to step up, who's going to be the one to take the mantle and become the next NXT champion. That's what I'm looking forward to see who's going to be the next guy to step up. What's good, Aiden? What's good, my guy? I seen you were I think you're watching NXT too? How do you feel about that ending, man? Because honestly, I did not see that being the ending that they were gonna go with. I'm honestly in shock and disbelief, in all honesty. I'm in shock and in disbelief. I really am. I really am. But chat, bro, that was crazy. I did not think they were gonna do that, chat. I honestly did not. If you would have told me that by the end of this episode he was gonna leave, I wouldn't have believed you. This is how that is how should King Oba leave NXT and move it to the main roster by Rumble season. I feel like he's gonna be in Royal Rumble. I feel like he's gonna be in the Rumble. He's gonna be in the Rumble. And I honestly think he might even have a dominant but impressive showing in the Rumble itself. I really do. I feel like you're gonna set this man up to do something interesting going into WrestleMania. I really do. Now, what that may be, I don't know. I have an idea of what it could be, but we shall see how things end up going. As now we pretty much could be in the process of crowning a new NXT champion down the road. Maybe we might crown one by, what's the next special? Unless we can do like a tournament. Maybe that would probably be something like a roadblock or something like that. I know one time I think it was a while back, I think for the NXT women's title, they crowned one at Stand Deliver, but I don't think you can go 4 months without a NXT champion. I don't think you can go 4 months without an NXT champion. I think you have to crown a champion. Whoever that may be, I don't know. What's good, Alex? Hope you are doing well. Hope you are having an amazing Tuesday nights and everything like that as well. But yeah, chat, I honestly don't know what this means. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens next. That's for a fact. But what that may be, I don't know. I don't know what that may be yet. I don't know what that may be yet, chat. But we did get an okay episode of NXT. I will say that. I mean, the NXT North American Championship for the women, I'm not really the biggest fan of, considering we were supposed to get Blake Monroe and Thea Hale, but that didn't happen. We ended up having an injury angle pretty much, where Thea ends up getting beat up by Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe getting thrown out. I'm guessing that's kind of just a storyline reason, because I think she's probably getting called up to the main roster as well. I've been hearing rumors that she might get called up. Then they end up doing her and Izzy Dame after Izzy Dame lost to Tatum Paxley, only to set up another match where Izzy Dame becomes the new NXT Women's North American Champion from Thea Hale. So now it becomes a question, are we going to continue this feud with her and Tatum, considering Tatum did beat none other than Izzy? Now the feud is 1-1, but we also saw also as well that the simple fact that Lola Vice has beaten Izzy Dame, so I'm guessing maybe you do a triple threat, maybe you do a one-on-one feud with her and Lola, and after that, maybe you do something else with her and Tatum. I can see them doing that. I don't think Blake Monroe is ready for main roster. I mean, I would say the same thing, but maybe you could put her in the mid-card division. I mean, you got to have a lot of people down there. And we also found out that Jordan Grace is officially done with NXT. She's getting called up and everything like that. And now we have a vacancy for the NXT Championship after Obafemi pretty much defeated Leon Slater, pretty much left the title in the ring, and that's the final shot that you see of NXT. Now it gives me reason to believe we're crowning a new champion. He's off to the main roster. He's going to do something really big at Mania. Solid episode as always. Absolutely. I thought this was a solid episode of NXT. I know I haven't really been able to watch NXT in recent weeks, so I might actually start streaming NXT a little bit more often in the coming throughout this year, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this was a solid episode of NXT, you guys. But that's the end of the stream, you guys. Hope everybody has an amazing rest of your night. Yeah, she is. Yeah, they pretty much by the end of the episode, pretty much Ava pretty much said Javon Evans, Trick, and she also mentioned Jordan Grace have all been called up to either Raw or SmackDown. She said that. You can put Blake Monroe on the main roster. I just don't think you'll probably put her in the main event scene. Put her in the North in like a women's mid card title scene, because especially on SmackDown, because SmackDown needs all the help that they can get now that it's being 3 hours. You put her in maybe like a U.S. title scene. I think she can flourish in that division, because you have people like Chelsea Green, you got Julia, you got Jordan Grace coming over. You have other people like when they come back, maybe B-Fab is in that division, maybe Meechin's in that division. Maybe you bring some people over from Raw throughout the year. Maybe Maxine gets brought over. Ivy Nile. You have people that you could potentially put over in that division to kind of bolster up that roster. Maybe you're going to bring up more people throughout the year. Maybe a Tatum Paxley. Maybe a JC Jane gets brought up. Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan. There you go. You have a fleshed out mid-card division. Now you have an opportunity to do that here. NXT needs all help. You a tag team. You have people that you can bring over the Vanity Project. Bring them over. You got OTM. You potentially can bring over somebody if their contracts do end this year. Maybe you do bring up somebody like who are some good tag teams you could bring over potentially. Maybe you have some crossovers from TNA. You could probably do that potentially. I could see them doing that honestly, especially with them having Tiffany versus Monroe at WrestleMania. That's a possible match. I did say that in matches that I would like to see, I could see them doing that. I think from a character perspective, I think why not? Motor City could benefit for a tag team division in NXT. I actually agree with that. Because they're not really doing anything right now, so unless you're going to bring over to Raw, why not? You need all the help you can get in the tag team division as well. I mean, you got Hank and Tank down there as well, so who are some... I'm trying to think of a tag team that I could go with. Their name was just literally there. I don't know their name. Let me see. Championship history. Because I was just thinking of a team that I feel like could go down there, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if they would bring them. I don't know if they would bring them just yet because I don't know what the contract status is. Yeah, bring back AOP. I would love that. You would have a dominant tag team. Have them be a dominant tag team. Private Party. Bring Private Party over from AEW. Whenever their contract is done, bring over Private Party. The Rascals? Yeah. You can have people, even if they're not within the NXT, have some people show up from the main roster, like the Creeds, like you just mentioned. Have people like the Rascals, even if it's a one-off. We've seen them. It's capable of doing it because we've seen it when they did it with Dark State and the Hardy Boys. So it's doable to have them come over. It's doable. It's definitely doable to do that. So I would hope that throughout the year we can see the NXT roster get a little bit more love and care and get a little bit more time to do something special. But we need to get the Rio Lucha Bros. I feel like we're going to set them up potentially at Mania. We're going to probably get them at Mania potentially, or at least in the road to Mania, reforming. I feel like they're going to reform in the road to WrestleMania and probably go after the tag titles. That's kind of just the idea that I'm getting. But that's the end of the stream, you guys. I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your Tuesday night. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. But if not, I'll probably just give you guys an upload. I'm trying to... if I do end up streaming tomorrow, I might end up streaming Royal Rumble 2016 since we're in the recent poll. So I might stream that tomorrow. At least the Royal Rumble match itself. So we'll see how that... we'll probably try to do that either Wednesday or Thursday. I do know Thursday, if you guys do want me to, I will stream the Stephanie McMahon podcast because Stephanie McMahon does have Liv Morgan as a guest on that show. So I might stream that. So if you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, hope everybody has an amazing rest of your night. Too sweet, hearty handshake, and we will see you guys in the next stream or video. Thank you, Alex. Yes, Raw will be at 1 p.m. on Monday, so it will be overseas. So I will try to stream it earlier in the day to avoid spoilers, and the same thing could probably be said for Friday Night SmackDown. I gotta see if they're going to be able to, if I'm able to view it earlier in the day. I should be able to, but if not, then it'll probably be just at the regular time slot. It might just be at the regular time slot. But with that being said, hope everybody has an amazing rest of your nights. Too sweet, hearty handshake, and I'll see you guys in the next one.